Okay, let's jump right into this explainer. I want you to imagine, just for a second, that you've hit the ultimate jackpot. You are holding a tiny piece of paper that changes your reality forever. But here's the catch. It has to remain an absolute secret from everyone in your life. We're going to explore the psychology, the strategy, and the intense, almost unbelievable discipline required to survive sudden wealth.
So picture this kind of terrifying scenario. You're sitting on $600 million, and exactly 0 people are supposed to know. You've been successfully hiding your new life, you've kept your old apartment, you're sticking to your old routine. Then suddenly there's a heavy, formal knock on your door at 6:40 in the morning. It's not a neighbor, it's a state compliance auditor. And in that split second, your heart just absolutely drops.
Right? What on earth do you do when that invisible wall just shatters? The crazy reality of extreme sudden wealth is that a tiny, totally obscure paperwork glitch from your attorney's regional tax software can threaten to expose the secret you've spent over a year protecting. It's almost never a flashy mistake or a drunken confession that gets you caught. It's the administrative threads. It's like a giant puzzle, and any single loose piece could catch on something and pull down the entire wall between your hidden fortune and the public eye. I mean, let's just pause and look at the sheer, overwhelming scale we're dealing with here. $314 million. After taking the lump sum cut and paying federal and state taxes, that is what your $600 million jackpot becomes. And right now, that mountain of cash is just quietly sitting in a blind trust, totally disconnected from your real name, completely invisible to your friends and family. But here is where the psychological weight of this secret gets incredibly heavy. $41,000. By month 4, your trust is generating 41 grand a day in interest alone. Meanwhile, you're sitting in your old apartment pretending you still need to price check instant noodles out of pure habit. You're watching your best friend struggle to make rent, knowing you could fix it in literally 4 seconds. But you also know that the very moment that money becomes visible, the whole illusion unravels. So that brings us to our first major section, avoiding the lottery curse and surviving the windfall. Because surviving the emotional weight is only half the battle. Here is a truly staggering reality check for you. 70%. 70% of lottery winners actually go completely broke within just a few years. Let that sink in. It's a sobering statistic for sure. Behind that number are heartbreaking stories of financial ruin and broken relationships. The difference between those who lose everything and those who build generational wealth, it comes down entirely to the decisions made in those critical first few months. It essentially boils down to these 7 massive mistakes of sudden wealth. Without extreme discipline, you instantly become a target. Claiming the ticket before you have a plan? Massive unforced error. Telling everyone turns you into the golden goose for your extended family. And those wild spending sprees? Buying a $5 million house sounds amazing until you realize it costs tens of thousands annually in property taxes, insurance, and maintenance. Those ongoing lifestyle costs drain the principal away faster than a sinking ship.
Moving right along to Section 2, The Art of Staying Anonymous, a geographic guide.
Now, this geographic breakdown is super interesting because how you actually stay hidden heavily depends on where you bought the ticket. As you can see, 23 states offer permanent or partial anonymity. But in 24 states, including massive ones like California and New York, the law requires your identity to become a matter of public record. No way around it. If you win in one of those states, you have to utilize legal loopholes. You can't just sign the ticket. You have to claim it through an LLC or a blind trust to keep your name shielded. Which perfectly cues up our next section, building your financial team and the professionals you absolutely need. To avoid becoming part of that 70% statistic, your immediate actions before claiming the ticket are absolutely crucial. Actually, scratch the urge to celebrate. Step 1, do not claim the ticket immediately. Just don't. You must secure that ticket, stay perfectly quiet, and spend weeks building a firewall of verified professionals. Most lotteries give you months to claim your prize. Use every bit of that time to assemble a fiduciary team, a certified financial planner, an estate planning attorney, and a CPA. And as consumer guides always stress, and I love this quote here, you need to carefully research any advisors to ensure you found a safe pair of hands. Basically, you have to run deep background checks to ensure your advisors are true fiduciaries, meaning they are legally required to act in your best interest. You want someone who communicates without the confusing jargon, shows total transparency in their fees, and has a rock-solid track record. Okay, on to the next section, 3 buckets of wealth, structuring the money.
Once the money is secure, it has to be put to work safely. Certified financial planners often recommend this rule of three wealth strategy. You basically separate your funds into three distinct buckets. First, a safe lifestyle bucket focused on capital preservation, just using safe bond interest to fund your day-to-day life. Second, a growth bucket, taking calculated risks in stocks and real estate. And third, a legacy bucket, protected funds earmarked specifically for family gifting and charity, so you don't accidentally give away too much. Because here's the thing, even incredible wealth has its limits. Financial planners typically recommend a sustainable withdrawal rate of about 3 to 4% annually. To put that into perspective, a $20 million post-tax windfall gives you a budget of roughly $600,000 to $800,000 a year. That is incredibly substantial, obviously, but it is definitely not infinite. Major purchases still have to fit within this budget so you aren't depleting the principal. Let's dive into our final section, Mastering Stealth Wealth and the Reality of Being Rich. This is the final, absolutely crucial piece of the puzzle. When we think of sudden wealth, we instantly picture high-status luxury, flashy clothes, sprawling mansions, the whole 9 yards. It's exactly what society expects wealth to look like. But in reality, spending money just to look wealthy is hands down the fastest way to lose it all.
Just look at this massive contrast between expectation and reality. The expectation is loud, flashy cars, designer labels, constantly flexing on social media. But the reality of true stealth wealth, it's incredibly quiet. Stealth wealth practitioners aren't interested in turning their bank accounts into public content. They prefer the quiet, boring security of index funds and high-yield savings accounts over the loud validation of Instagram likes.
So what actually is stealth wealth? Well, by definition, it's the practice of building and maintaining wealth without advertising it through expensive possessions or lavish spending. True financial independence means making intentional spending decisions. It's about resisting that immense social pressure to constantly upgrade your lifestyle, prioritizing long-term security over outward appearances. It's totally countercultural in a world obsessed with comparison. And you might actually be practicing stealth wealth yourself right now without even realizing it. Check out these 7 signs. If you keep your lifestyle in check when you get a raise, if you drive a reliable, paid-off car, if you buy high-quality items for their long-term value rather than a luxury logo, and if you absolutely refuse to broadcast your purchases on social media, well, congratulations, you're already building a fortress of financial security.
Which leaves us with this final, kind of provocative thought to wrap up this explainer. Sudden wealth is a test of extreme endurance. So I have to ask, if you won that $600 million mega jackpot tomorrow, do you truly have the discipline to keep it a complete secret? Could you actually stomach the isolation, the quiet planning, and the unbelievable restraint required to secure your family's future for generations without ever letting the world know? It's a fascinating question to ask yourself. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll catch you next time.